Hi Shubhana, hi Sujit.
Hello, hello. Yes, it is me with Shobana's photograph. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me quickly give
You have been posted.
who wants to be a host and who wants to be a. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So should I make one of you as a host and other as a co-host?
Make
Yeah.
Vijay as a host, so he can introduce as well, and he
Yeah.
can he's recording as well.
I think
So
it's already started recording, isn't it? Looks like it's in the background. Sujit, have you
yeah,
started
yeah, it
recording?
is recording. So you are the host now.
Okay. I'll stop recording. Started. Yeah, it's all being recorded. So CERC is stands for Cambon Electronics and Robotics Club, and the founder is right there. He's a founder
I know.
mentor, Sujit. So it's and we it's basically a STEM club for children between 7 to beyond, even for adults really, if they're interested to STEM. Sujit is kind enough to walk them through all the electronics background. So idea is to teach them electronics, robotics, and computational languages, and help them to nurture their STEM skills. So Sujit started this a few years ago in his kitchen. So he was kind enough to let start this in his kitchen, and then number of children here were part of the session, and the journey then started. And now it's become an official recognized charity and club as well. And there are almost about 250 children, isn't it? So just
Yeah.
we have about 200 plus
Yeah.
children from all around the world who regularly participate in one of the classes that Sujit runs.
Hmm.
So is a founder mentor Sujit and his wife Shobana, of course. They're the team CERC, and we Venkat and I, we are parents who join in as a volunteer coaches, or anything that we can help Sujit with in running of the sessions, or helping form teams and coach children in several competitions. And one of the competitions that children we regularly participate now is First Lego League,
Yeah.
where children learn about STEM skills
Hmm.
through Lego, through using Lego as a way to build lots of challenges. So the competition format is quite simple. So the Lego, they have teamed up with First Lego and Lego together have come together to teach children life skills. For example, core life skills that children would need, or everyone needs, like teamwork, appreciating others, and core values. So now, how to tell that to children is only to make them through play. Of course, through play we understand a lot of things. So, first Lego League is a series of competition that started, I think, a while ago, maybe last 10 years. I don't know the exact date.
Hmm.
So, we've been participating from CERC. A lot of children come together, and they eventually go through this competition, which has a structure of uh, building robotics kits. We can show you some of the kits as well that have been building. And then eventually, as part of that, as you can see, Pranav has lifted, if you can just show, that's one of the robotic bits that children have developed for this year's competition. That's how it looks. It's a robot that is programmed to do a few tasks, and the children learn how to do programming, and as part of that they have to learn engineering, physics, maths, and computing together. So this is a nice way to teach them. Thanks, Pranav. Yeah, teach them computing and STEM skills. But as part of this competition, there's one piece where they have to do an innovative project. So they will give you a topic for every year. So this year the topic is uh, to find out how do we keep people active, how do we keep people mobile, and what are the challenges if they're not active or if they're not mobile. So they've gone through many different problems. They've looked around and seen what are the various problems that people have, because they're not active, they're inactive, so to speak. And they've come up with various solutions to encourage people to be more active. So today they will present to you all those. I think we lost you. Are you there, Apurva?
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, yeah. So today they will present to you the background of all the projects that they have evaluated, and the final project that they've taken up to see that this is one of the problems that would really need a solution in the community, and the solution they've come up with. So the presentation is just for 5 minutes. On the day of the event, they have to present this to the judges. There's a panel of judges, and they would then ask them lots of questions. But before that, we have to present this to the experts, subject matter experts on their field, and they give us feedback. So every year we talk to various scientists and people like subject matter experts like you, who give us feedback on the presentation that we've come up with, and we take their notes and we take it to the panel. Yeah. So this is just a possibility, that the idea is that you spot something in the community, that there's a problem, and you come up with some of a solution. It's not a concrete solution, but it's just an idea. It just help children how to do research around and come up with a solution. Yeah.
I just have a question. Can
Yeah.
I?
Yeah. Go for it, Apurva. Yeah.
In my brain, I'm not able to assimilate. How is this the medical side of my brain is thinking? How am I going to be helping the robotics club? Are
Yeah.
they looking at how technology can be made by these people to help those with back pain? Is that
Yeah.
what we're looking at here?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Apurva, that you asked. So, in today's topic, or before we start, let me just introduce Apurva. We've introduced CERC, we introduced ourselves, we've not introduced you. So, Miss Apurva Murthy is a senior physiotherapist, and she's been working at Spire Cambridge Lea Hospital since 2005. Apurva's special interests include shoulders, necks, workstation assessment, ergonomics, and posture re-education. She has also completed Pilates training. Apurva also offers treatment with acupuncture, taping, and strapping. Apurva is a very keen badminton player. I can vouch for that. I've played badminton with her. By the way, our mom especially, has played for India as well. So she's a keen badminton player. So which gives her, good know-how and how racket-related sporting injuries impact people, and how to tailor the rehabilitation goals around that. So coming to your question, Apurva, so how it is relating to us is that, as part of this innovation project, which is totally different from robotics. So robotics is just one part of the competition. So they will give them robotics challenges that they have to build using the robots that they're doing. But there's another part of the competition which is called innovative project. So that is non-tech related, but the idea is to give children a topic to research on, and around the community, and see, for example, this year's topic is to see how to make people active. So this is completely non-tech related. So what they've done is they've gone about and said, okay, this is we've seen lots of problems of why people are not active. So how do we encourage them to become more active? If so, what is the solution that we can come up with? So solution can be tech related solution. It could be based on technology, or it could just be an idea that they think is workable in it. So that is the context. That's where we bring in the experts, and we show them that this is we take their input by presenting, saying this is a problem we see in the community, and this is a solution that we are proposing. And then the subject matter expert then comes in and says, yeah, that's good, or this is bad, or this is what I see as well, or this is missing in your solution, can you include this part, or can you think about these things? So any feedback from you is valuable. Yeah, it's valuable to us.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, happy. So anybody wants to add anything else, or are we good to go? Sujit, do you want to say something, or can we start with the presentation?
Thank you so much, Vijay, and all the parents who have organized this. And Vijay, very kind enough to introduce me, but he's been very modest. He's the one who is our prime coach for the first Lego, and he's the one who is responsible for CRC winning twice, not once, twice, the first Lego competition in Cambridge. So he's a very experienced coach and very vital. He wanted to pull back this time, but we said, no, you can't go anywhere. You have to be with us. And I think with Venkat and Balan by their side, they have done a very nice, they have been with the kids. And I know how hard it is to manage one or two kids. I had two kids, but they are managing so many kids. So fantastic. And my gratitude that they are one of the, parents to, for others, other parents to look at them and, follow and guide not only their kids, but the community kids. So we are very grateful. Yeah.
Thank you
so
it's
much,
also
Vijay.
End of the day,
Venkat,
it's teamwork. Thank you, Sujit. End of the day, it's teamwork. We're all in this for the benefit of others, really.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Apurva, for joining us and giving your time.
Pleasure,
and I think your motivation, your insight, your feedback would be greatly encouraging to them. to go ahead.
Pleasure is mine. Pleasure
Thank
is
you.
mine.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will start children will read out their notes now, Apurva. So before they read out their notes, they will introduce themselves, maybe just with their name, and what topic are they going to
Grab a
read
pen.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. So team CERC, think this is the judge, and so please say your name out and then the topic you're going to speak about. And are you all ready? Do you know how to unmute? Yeah, so you don't. Yeah, take a deep breath, relax, calm, as normal. Just this is very informal, okay? Don't worry. All right. So this is the PDF file that we sent, Apurva. So just so you know, they'll read out that PDF file that we sent out to you. Yeah. So Tehan, you ready? Ready, mate? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tehan De Silva, and I will be introducing the team. We are Campbell Electronics and Robotics Club, CERC, and today we will be presenting our project, Get Your Back Back. This project focuses on improving the posture of people while sitting down. In this presentation, we will talk about our previous project ideas, our survey on how much exercise people do, the research on the benefits of having a good posture, and we propose solutions using machine learning technology.
Hello, my name is Pranav. We sent out a Google form in a survey based on physical activity. The questions were like types of exercise, the amount of time it takes for them to do exercise, and the obstacles they face doing exercise. Based on the survey, the response the team found that time is the main constraint for not moving much. As everyone knows, HIIT exercise benefits, but the team wanted to deal with the root problem. So here's what we've been doing so far.
Hi, my name is Vivek. One of our projects was called Coupons for Calories, which measures your heart rate using a Bluetooth heart rate monitor. Our idea to motivate people to exercise was to let them have coupons for healthy food, and in return they would burn their calories. Heart rate monitors have a number of benefits, as it measures exercise for people with different abilities, and this in turn can benefit to reduce NHS's long-term costs, as heart rate variability can detect a disease at an early stage. We also worked on a 3D game comparing a healthy and unhealthy village using Roblox.
My name is Avni. I'll be explaining another 2 projects we considered. One of these was the Minimoo Music Project. The Minimoo is a fingerless glove you stitch yourself, including 2 pouches for a microbit and its battery pack. The main idea is when you tilt your hand, the microbit will detect it and play some music, but it is encouraged to use different ideas too. Our project idea was to connect a Minimoo to a computer, and when you tilt your hand in a certain way, the music will play, pause, become louder, quieter, that sort. This would encourage more movement, rewarded with music, especially in care homes for elderly people who don't exercise so much as they don't feel they are able to. However, we couldn't go through with this idea because we had trouble connecting it to the music software on the computer. We're thinking of looking further into this idea, however. We also researched the desk cycle idea.
My name is Srinidhi, and I will be explaining the benefits of our final solution and why the team thought good posture is the correct solution to our problem. Based on the feedback from our research, we realized that time was the main constraint for being active, and therefore we selected good posture as a project to work on. Having a good posture is important because it can help our muscles and joints by keeping them in the correct alignment. Breathing becomes easier and deeper because it allows our ribs to expand more easily. It promotes a healthy neck and spine by keeping the intricate structure in the neck and spine fit. It improves circulation and digestion because it allows the organs to assume their natural position and functions. It also gives a positive mindset. When we are happy, our posture is usually upright, whereas when we are unhappy, our posture tends to slouch.
Hello, I am Aaron Ballon, and I will be explaining the machine learning behind the project. We decided to use the computer's built-in camera and a tool called Google Teachable Machine for our posture project, which uses machine learning to analyze various postures to let people know how they're doing. This tool processes data using a training set from the cloud to come to a conclusion about the data it is given. With this app, you don't need to buy anything extra, as we only use the camera on the device, obviously with user permission. To train the machine for our needs, we gave it 2 groups, good and bad postures, and then filled them with pictures of people sitting in both ways. The computer analyzed this and can now give a percentage of good and bad posture values. Other apps such as Kemtai, YogAI, and Xenia exist using the same technique. However, they are used whilst doing yoga or exercise.
I'm Ted and I'll be talking about how the app works. What it does is check your eye alignment and where they are in comparison to the computer. It also checks your shoulder line to see if you are slouching. This uses the built-in camera in your PC or laptop. It then compares your image to the set of good and bad examples, determining if your posture is good or bad. Then we could notify the user with green, orange, and red traffic light notifications based on what their posture is like.
I'm Maya and I will be concluding the project. We could extend this app to monitor other health parameters, like how long they are sitting, the movement of the eyes, stress management, the distance of the monitor to the eye, and the position of the body to the computer. There are already existing apps to help improve posture, but none of them use the same concept of AI to correct it with no extra cost. Our project would benefit office workers the most because they sit in front of computers for long periods of time. Most of them are prone to getting bad posture and pain, which could affect their daily life, and then they could end up not doing any exercise for the rest of the day.
So Apurva, just a background. So what they're trying to show you now is a solution. So in simple context, they've taken lots of pictures of good postures and bad postures. And the solution, what it does is it enables your camera on your screen. And then if you're going on a bad posture, it'll map it to a bad posture of the various samples that they've taken out. And that will show you that you're doing a bad posture. That's the solution. Yeah. Go for it, Aaron.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, of course, this is relatively good posture, but when I go really close to the screen, it says it's a bad posture. For example, if you're slouched like this, it doesn't say it's as bad as of a posture, because we didn't take a very good range of pictures. We only took some good postures and then one type of bad posture, but there are 251 pose samples, so it is still quite good.
So just be on the screen for a minute. Just be on the screen for a minute, Aaron. So Apurva, what you see is, can you see my cursor at the bottom of this image that shows this? This output text. Under that, you see good and bad. So as Aaron moves closer to the screen and moves away, you see the percentage. You see that it increases. So this is how we are using the screen camera. The solution that I've worked out is using your own laptop's camera to continuously monitor you and against a set of good and bad images. And the moment it matches one of the good or bad images, it'll show on the screen that the posture is good or bad. So this helps the user of the solution to always be aware that if they have slouched, or if they're in the bad posture, or if they're in a good posture. So that's one way of making people aware for the posture management, so to speak.
Yeah, no, that sounds very interesting. Yeah, okay.
So now I'll quickly play the video. If you want to stop sharing, Aaron, I'll share my screen. Okay, so let me just give me a minute. Who can share screen? So we've got desktop one, yeah. So that's the. Let me know. Can you see the screen, everyone? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is a skit that they've prepared, which everyone's done very good acting, and Ted is a lead actor, so to say. So take a look at this.
Vijay, when you share the screen, can you share with us audio and optimize for video? There is an option when you share the screen.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll try it one more time. So going back to share.
No, from the Zoom, not from here.
Okay, let me just stop sharing. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Stop sharing. So there's an option.
There will be in the bottom. There will be an option called share with audio, screen with audio or something like that.
Okay, I'm not able to see that. Just give me 1 second.
Vijay, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay. Let's do take 2.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, it is a bit blurry, but should be okay.
Is it better?
Here are 2 co-workers working at the Department of Engineering at MIT. A great day of work. I finished the project, Boss Wire. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, Tahan. So, Ted, what have you done so far?
Well, I got started on
Started? Tahan already finished.
Well, you see, I had a problem with
I don't want your pathetic excuses. Get out. Ari, have you finished your homework?
Yes, Dad. And if you're not tired, want to go for a ride?
Sure. Meanwhile, at Ted's house.
Dad?
Shut up! I just got home from work.
But Dad?
Go to your room.
Time for dinner. Will everyone enjoy it?
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it, Avni?
Yeah.
Ready for dinner? Don't forget to wash your hands. Can you pass me the soap, please? Oh, sorry.
Meanwhile, at Ted's house.
Dad, you're back. Maybe we should go to the...
It's fine.
The GPs.
How are you?
Not doing too well. My back really hurts.
I can't do anything about it, but I recommend Aaron, the physiotherapist.
What a waste of time.
5 minutes later.
So how are you, Ted?
Oh, I'm not feeling good. Is there anything you can do for my back?
Well, I can suggest this app. It's called Protect Your Posture. It helps you keep your back straight and give you a good posture while you're working by giving you notifications about how you can improve your posture.
And why does this help me?
Because you currently have a bad posture, and that's the reason that your back is hurting. Because of you having a bad posture and your back hurting, you won't be able to do exercise very well, which means that you won't be able to stay fit.
Well, it makes sense. I'll give it a go.
1 week later.
Well, that's it for today. I'm finished.
Wow, how did you do it that fast?
Well, it's all thanks to this app that my physiotherapist gave me. It's called Protect Your Posture, and it tells you if your posture's bad. And that's why I had back problems, but now it's all fixed.
Oh, well done then.
Bye.
Okay, that's it.
Very nice. Well done.
Yeah, that's actually everything is written in 15 minutes. All the skit is written and done in the last minute before the lockdown. It's all happened just instantaneously.
Very creative effort by the team. So it's
Yeah,
come
that
out really
was
well. Yeah.
Yeah, that was more than lucky, wasn't it, Venkat? Because
Yeah,
as you
that's the
said,
last day we decided halfway through meeting.
yeah.
This is the only last get together. Probably this is the skit time, and we decided to change it.
And too many takes as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So the next part of this would be, what do you think so far, Apurva? Do you think the solution that they presented, which is the notification to if someone's having a bad posture, having the solution and getting notification instantaneously, so that it helps them to correct that. Is that a good solution? What has been your experience in posture re-education? Maybe you could share some of your experiences.
To be very frank with you, maybe I could speak for most of the musculoskeletal physios here. We very firmly believe in creating a mental, motor, muscle imagery in the brain. That's what all physio re-education is all about. Probably, I mean, I'm just being very frank here. The last thing that would come to my mind or has ever come to my mind is telling a patient, you use this app and your posture will get better, or you use this app and it'll help you, because probably the research evidence is more towards making, number one, not only somebody posture aware, which I think this app is really going to do very good. The moment somebody sees this, and they, I liked when Aaron just showed, and when he had bad posture, those dots were going in all sorts of positions, and the moment he was sitting well, the two dots were at the eye, one was at the center, the other came right down to the chin, so it just shows a bit more symmetry. So using an app to tell a patient that, look, those dots are not synchronizing to your own anatomical features, perhaps makes a lot of, gives a visual feedback to a patient, number one. As a physio, when somebody comes to me with poor posture, my brain starts to think about why he or she has the poor posture and where it has started from. That's where we go to workstation assessments. That's where we come to understand, a bad workman blames his tools. The good old saying that we know. People often say, I have the best chair, it costed me £2,500 and it was developed by NASA. I mean, it's amazing, the back support, this and that. And then I ask, oh, that's brilliant. What brings you to see me? Oh, I have a bad back. So just to say, just because you have the equipment like the best table, the best ergonomic chair, everything, doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are ready to do the job. To just go back, human beings were never developed as we are to sit. We were never made. Human beings were never meant to be sitting from morning 8 to 9. Our muscles, our joints, our ligaments, our tendons, especially the anti-gravity muscles. All of us, all of you are sitting on chairs. The moment you sit on a chair, your anti-gravity muscles have to immediately work. Even before you decide to sit on your chair, your anti-gravity muscles are like, oh, let's work. She's about to sit. If they don't, what happens is, when me and you have little babies in the house and we try to make them stand, how come they are not able to stand? Because they don't have an anti-gravity support system activated in them yet. Then slowly they start to crawl, then slowly they start to hold on to a chair or a table, then slowly they start to stand, the arches of the feet develop, then the muscles start to work, and then we come into an erect position. So it's more a physiological development. But unfortunately, because me and you sit in front of the computer a lot, these muscles, maybe one thing that you could add, maybe Srinidhi, when she added in her talk about ligaments and muscles, unfortunately, the muscles of the human body, especially the posture muscles, our spine muscles, our abdominal muscles, our glutes, which are the buttock muscles where we all sit on, they are not fatigue resistant. There's one muscle which does not get fatigue in the body, and that's the heart. The day my heart decides to get tired, that's the end of me. But unfortunately, my neck, my back, all the other muscles don't have the fatigue resistant ability in them. They get tired. lots of lactic acid builds up in those muscles. Then those muscles start to overcompensate. Then the brain sends some messengers down to the muscles and says, do something. The first thing those messengers do is give us pain. Then we think, oh, it really hurts me, it hurts me. The pain is the first communication that your brain is doing with you to say something is wrong. Hello, knock knock, Pranav, do something. Srinidhi, knock knock, Maya, I'm in pain, can you hear me, can you hear me? So the first way that the brain communicates to us is through pain. But normally what do we say? We just take pain medications, we get on with it. Paracetamol, good old. And then the second phase arises when that becomes a habit. You must have heard, many people, or your dads or mums must have heard, I'm fine, Saturday, Sunday, my pain is so much better, I'm fine, I'm going out shopping, doing things with kids, family. Monday I come, I switch on the computer, sit, start checking my emails, my pain kicks in again. That is a scenario that I hear Monday to Friday, 365 days of the year. Probably not 365, maybe a few less, but that's a common scenario. Why does a human being get the pain? And that's where your whole presentation was. Oh, I have poor posture. When Ted said that, he was slouching, he had poor posture. It's all. So just few points that we could perhaps add on in your presentation to make it a bit more evidence-based, to make it a bit more scientific, to make it a bit more, oh yeah, we have read about this, we know what we are talking is about the muscles getting fatigue, especially I think Srinidhi's point, those 3 points where she put, maybe a bit more about muscles get tired, muscles go into fatigue, they need to be re-educated. That's where mental, motor imagery, that's where probably what Aaron's, that photograph where those key points, maybe that can be shown. But otherwise, yeah. So these are the points that you maybe just a bit, you can add on a bit. Muscles get tired, they are not fatigue resistant. They get tired, they get exhausted. Lots of lactic acid builds in those muscles. And then where does my role as a physio come? That's where I'm probably the most annoying part in the whole thing, where we tell people, no, you need to take frequent breaks. I'm not asking you to take a 15-minute break every hour and be less productive in your job. We call those micro breaks or mini breaks, where you can take breaks in your job, get up and move. I tell people, don't often have a habit of keeping a big bottle of water on your table. If you see it's empty, you tend to go fill it up with water, come back and drink. Then you drink more water, you have to go to the toilet more, because that's how our kidneys function. So then you tend to get up a bit more because you're drinking more. And then, of course, I am a physio, so we always tell things like exercises. Rehab, which involves exercises, getting people to move, stretch, strengthen the core work. Yeah, the tummy muscles are often very weak. When somebody comes to me with a bad back, even if they have a six-pack, they have a weak tummy core. The internal organs of the tummy are a bit weak. That muscles, not the organs, the muscles are weak. So the back is not getting that support. So just these are probably, just to sum up without going into the nitty-gritties of anatomy and physiology. Just imagine this is your spine. That's the tent. You have decided to go camping in your garden. You need to put the basic centers, the pillar, the pole, and then you tie a rope on this side, you tie a rope on the other side, and then your tent is standing. This tent is your spine. You need to have your tummy muscles, which have to be strong. That's one side of the rope. Your other side of the rope are your back muscles. If your tummy muscles and your back muscles are strong, then your spine is straight, is having the support. That's the whole logic. Yeah.
Wow, brilliant, Apurva. This is a brilliant bit of insight. Yeah, it's useful for adults as well, I think.
Yeah. I think we just abuse our body. We take it for granted. Most of the people say, oh, I don't need to be taught how to walk. I don't need to be taught how to sit. I know what to do. What do you mean? But I think it's when you don't realize that your muscles are not ready to do what you're doing. So, re-education, it's all about posture. The good old days where mums and dad used to say, sit up tall, you're slumping, sit up tall, perhaps had some meaning in it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sujit, what do you think?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, this is very good insight into and very important points that when you're making this presentation, if you can include these points, these are very important things because it does then speak that, you know, you have assimilated information and then you're dealing with one aspect of it, not all of it, but you have been a bit more realistic in terms of your presentation, in terms of application, that this is the starting point. This is what we think this notification would help, but at the same time, there are a lot more extensions that we can probably do or think about it. So it gives a overall picture, as Apurva rightly pointed out, it gives you a very overall picture about that you're involved in the project and you know more about it, you have talked to experts and you have gathered the information and you are ready to adapt. That's important, that, you know, whatever we present is excellent, is a very good starting point, because if you compare yourself with rest of the core, they have not even thought about it, not even attempted it. What you have done is extremely good in terms of notification, in terms of telling people the importance of it, but then the solution could lie somewhere else. Like, you know, as Apurva was trying to say, the solution, complete solution would lie somewhere else. But then the notification also becomes very important for them to be aware of that they have to do something routinely, like, you know, Apurva was suggesting that keep a bottle of water which is less in quantity. So every little things will, I think, will help. But then what Apurva rightly said and what you all also gathered, that the ultimate solution would be combination of all these things, probably. I think that's what I think Apurva wanted to say. But at your age, at your time, when you're attempting to use the technology, right, like the machine learning and the app and all the knowledge that goes behind a good posture, and it is very critical at this time when most of the people, due to pandemic and whatever it is, they are most of the time sitting in front of the computer, right, is very important topic and very important things that you have all decided. And hopefully, when you are using the app, you also will all be reminded that you have to stay straight. All through the presentation, I am sitting straight. Just I'm scared of you all. So that's a very good, very good, very good.
I really like that. I wish, you know, it can be, I can use it for so many of my patients, especially that small thing where Aaron showed good posture, bad posture. You know, of course, we can't brand people with good or bad, but you can brand them with, this is your posture, that is your body size, that is your image. And the moment you sort of lean, you know, we cross legs, we sort of slump and sit in the posture, and those dots which Aaron was showing, if they don't mark, then you get like the traffic lights. I think that is very exciting.
Yeah,
that will be very exciting even for physios like me to, perhaps, you know, if this comes in the market, for me to tell people that that's not going to help you, but that's going to immediately stop you in your tracks and say, oh God, something's wrong. You know what? The red traffic light has thing. Let me double check my posture. How am I sitting? I think it's very interesting, very creative,
very good,
very creative.
One thing I wanted to suggest is, because this is not to shown as a picture, as an app. Basically, most of the people has either laptop or only one screen. But they will be working on continuously. You don't want to interrupt with your posture. Basically, it's like antivirus program which runs in the background, but always be running. It just gives in notification area. Suppose if they want to see, then they can go and open like antivirus, basically. But because of their knowledge, all are in year 8 and they don't have programming skills, we couldn't take it further. If you think there is opportunity, then probably they could learn those skills and take it further. That's what I want to mention. They already done on different projects like coupons for calories before, and we thought based on surveys what they done, we thought completely better to deal with main problem than go and give some 3D game or something, some all other teams are working for how to motivate and basically go and do 3D games and that kind of stuff. We thought this is more important than anything else.
Yeah. So Apurva, I've made some notes. Can I just read it out so that you say it is correct and before we share it with children? Yeah. So from all the context, I've summarized it into a few different lines. So our muscles get fatigued, leading to tiredness. We are tired because of lots of lactic acid builds up in the muscle. Taking mini breaks or micro breaks helps in body movement. So our solution helps to bring constant posture awareness to the user, which would encourage users to take more breaks, stretch, and move around. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So we can
go back to the first 3 sentences. Just restart, Vijay.
Yeah, so our solution, our muscles get fatigued. So this is to what you suggested was to add to Srinidhi's points. After finishing all other points, and she will say this point as well.
Yeah.
Our muscles get fatigued, leading to tiredness.
Yeah.
So we are tired because of lots of lactic acid.
Fatigue is getting tired. So we are getting the word fatigue and tired means the same.
Okay.
Fatigue means tired. So just use the word fatigue. Our muscles go into fatigue.
Okay.
Due to repetitive strain injury. Use that word. That's the most happening word. The repetitive strain on the muscles lead the muscles to fatigue.
Okay.
That would be a nice way of rejiggling the words,
Okay. Our muscles go into fatigue.
On the muscles.
Sorry, our muscles go into fatigue due to repetitive. What was the word?
Strain.
Repetitive strain. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it is good posture or bad posture, muscles always go into fatigue. They get tired. So they need to be constantly told, come on, take a break from that. So next.
So then we are, after that, our muscles go into fatigue due to repetitive strain.
Yeah.
We are tired because of lots of lactic acid builds up in the muscles.
Probably change that again and say lactic acid builds up in the muscles.
Yeah.
Which lactic acid builds up in muscles, making them prone to injury. So that would be a nicer way of just, re-assimilate. Prone to, and injury is not tear, rip, gone. No, even pain is also considered
prone to pain and injury.
Pain and injury. Yeah.
Lactic acid builds up in the muscles, making them prone to pain and injury. Taking mini breaks or micro breaks helps in body movement. So therefore, our solution helps to bring constant posture awareness to the user, which would then encourage them to take more breaks, stretch, and move around.
Yeah, and move. Yeah, basically just move out of the posture, even if it means just standing up, sitting, and just doing that. That's enough. That's hardly 2 seconds, but yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, this is happy.
Will it be awareness and alertness? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Our solution helps to bring constant posture awareness and alerts the user, which would encourage them.
Alerts the
user about the back postures, which would encourage them. Happy, Sujit?
Kids, do you want any questions to ask?
Yes. So the forum is open for questions. Please ask questions if you have any.
Can Apurva please tell us how to really sit?
I will.
In front of the computer.
Yeah, that is very good. Yeah, that's important. Please,
I would love to tell you that.
So is it that we have to keep the hand should be free, or because sometimes I get some pain in my shoulder as well, because I'm not sure what is the right way to check.
See, the most important thing to remember when you're sitting is always make sure, irrespective of where you're sitting, well, that's a very big thing. Whenever you're sitting in a chair, let's take a common scenario of sitting in a chair. Make sure that your buttocks are into the chair and your feet are flat on the ground. That's the first cardinal rule. If you're going to sit with your legs up, crossed legs, sitting on the chair, crossed leg, crossed behind you, ahead of you, one leg is crossed, one is down, all that is okay. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's very good. But when that becomes a habit, that's where problems begin. So the first cardinal rule is buttocks, which are our bum muscles in simple English. Put your buttocks into the chair and sit with your feet flat on the ground. Both the feet should be parallel to each other, toes pointing 12 o'clock, heels pointing 6 o'clock, as if you're sitting. Just, Anika, can you out, please? Thank you. Just like how your feet are flat on the ground, toes pointing 12 o'clock, heels pointing 6 o'clock, parallel to each other. That's the first rule. Some people might say, I'm a short person myself. I struggle to sit in every chair. If you are, take a cushion, take a pillow, keep it under your head. It could be bricks from the garden, I tell my patients. It could be a block of paper that you are using for your printer alternate day. As long as your buttocks are into the chair and your feet are flat on the ground, that's the first rule. The second rule, for those who work in front of the computer, please take away the arms of your chair. The worst things that you could have is arms of your chair. Usually they have a tiny screw on either side, so you can lower the arms down completely or rotate the arms away. You do not need arms on the chair because you have beautiful strong arms. Yeah, you don't need the arms on the chair to rest, because the attitude of, just imagine this is the arm. If my arm is rested on the chair, we tend to lean into it, in turn switching off those muscles which are not meant to be switching off. So number two, you don't need the arms on the chair. Lower them out, turn them off, or use the screwdriver and take them out. Number three, get yourself close to your workstation, not sticking to the workstation where the table is stuck to my chest. Get yourself close and sit in a position where if I move my hand straight ahead in front of me, my front of the finger should be in line with the top of the screen. That is the optimal visual acuity of a human eye. So it's not here and it's not there where I have to peer and look forward by having a bad posture. So if you're sitting bum into the chair, feet flat on the ground, one arm's length, the top of the screen, the top of, my finger is touching your camera. Exactly, that's where it should be. The fourth one, it should be at eye level. Even now, my computer, I'm sitting on the dining table. It's a bit low. Ideally, it should be here in eye level. So my gaze should not look, I'm looking almost at around 25-degree angle. It should, this is ideal, and that's too high because I'm extending my neck. So buttocks into the chair, feet flat on the floor. Take away the arms of the chair and get closer to your workstation. I'll come to that just in next 2 seconds. Get closer. How far should the computer or computer screens be? I have people who come to me, they work with 3 computer screens because that's the type of job. They are scientists. They need constant 3 big screens, and sometimes they have a small screen and 2 huge screens. So even that discrepancy. If I am sitting in front of the screen that I am basically working on should be 1 arm's length. Yeah, the slightly turned over screens goes into a completely different tangent. I'm just presuming we are working with 1 screen, and this is what I'm basing my idea on. So 1 arm's length, job done. Most of us work with laptops, or most of us work with keyboards. We both have the lot. If you have a laptop, please get online an additional keyboard and a mouse. Do not use your laptop because the laptop is a bit too low and you tend to shrug your shoulders to go into that. I'm overdoing it to show you. You tend to shrug a bit to go to to use your fingers to type. I often prefer if people can buy a wireless mouse and a wireless keyboard. You get such beautiful ones. You can just roll it and put it like a thermos in your water bottle even. Such thin, sleek ones you get nowadays. You don't have to take the big sturdy one where you are carrying extra load. So an additional keyboard and a wireless mouse if you're using a laptop. If you're not using a laptop and you're using a good old traditional keyboard and a mouse, Make sure that the keyboard is close to you. I'm just tilting my screen. I want to show you a few things. Yeah, so make sure when I'm sitting, make sure that your elbow is bent to 90 degrees. L shaped. Are you able to see this? L. So I'm sitting L shaped 90 degrees. My dining table is not correct for me to work on, and thank goodness I don't work from home, so I don't have computer business. So this is okay for me for food or just to do my Ocado online shopping for few minutes. But if you're going to work from home, dining table is not the best. It could be, maybe I need to raise myself a bit more, then I'm fine. Yeah, so you can have extra cushions if you want. So L shaped 90 degrees, and the keyboard should be right in front of me here, right here. So the keyboard, so I don't have to do this. You seeing what I'm doing? This, you see how my elbows are straightening? And we do this, we tend to straighten our elbows, then the mouse is there a bit. So don't reach for the mouse, get your mouse to you. So your elbow is bent L-shaped, 90-degree thumb rule is what your human body loves. So keyboard to you, mouse to you. So you're working here with the screen, eye level, 1 arm's distance. That is the ideal posture. Buttocks into the chair, your thigh supported, feet flat on the floor, heavily planted, not twisted behind you or cross-legged. So buttocks into the chair, feet flat on the floor. Computer screen, 1 arm's distance, your arm distance. If daddy comes and changes and probably, Avni is sitting and then Balan comes, no, she has to say, no, dad is taller than me. This level is going to be rather than me doing this. So immediately change. Mouse close, keyboard close to me, 1 arm's. You might, sometimes I tell people, yellow pages, directory, old magazines, anything, just keep it under your screen to raise it up. That will also do. This is the basic cardinal rule of good posture sitting.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was very useful.
Brilliant. Yes.
And I think we have all corrected our posture now.
Yeah.
I
Because
can
most of the times moms used to say, pull your chest up, pull your chest up. I think I'm guilty of telling that even to my daughter. Come on, pull your chest up, sit up tall. That doesn't work. It's basically what you're doing in your bum down there makes you do things here. You sit with your bum into the chair, you can't slump because there's no place to go. You sit at the edge of the chair, you can go up and overarch your back. That's also bad. You know, a lazy teenager posture is bad and a Victorian posture. Both are bad. It's the in between that we need to do. Both are
For
extreme.
him, it's always the fetal position, Apurva, with the laptop.
Yeah. So buttocks into the chair.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see while you are talking, all the kids were trying what exactly you were asking. It's so lovely, wasn't it? Everybody was trying.
Trust me. This is what I do every day. And at one point, I shouldn't be saying being in the field, it's quite annoying to tell people how to sit all the time because nobody wants to listen because they're sitting. I know how to sit. Arre, come on, I'm 47 years old. I don't need to be taught how to sit. But no, that's the problem. You're all young. Your spine is all moldable. It's very easy. It's all about creating a memory.
These days, we are even teaching them how to drink water, how often we need to drink water. So teaching them how to sit properly is not it's not weird, you know. It's a lovely thing to do. Actually,
I think
I give analogy, especially with Hindu mythology. Arjuna was able to use his bow and arrow even in the dark. When you are eating food and the electricity goes out or it's pitch dark, your food does not go to your ear. It comes straight to the mouth. If mummy is cooking, she's not going to put the whole onion inside the dal or in the sambar. She will chop it. Everything is about a memory pattern that you close your eyes and I put a spoon of strawberry ice cream. You're not going to say, ooh, yummy paneer. You won't say that. You will say, ooh, yummy ice cream. How come? Your eyes are blindfolded. How come you know what has gone into the mouth? It's a memory. Your brain has a memory of all the muscles. It has a memory of movements. Your brain doesn't have a memory of muscles. There is no place here for deltoid, for supraspinal. There is no place. The brain remembers movements. So if you have good movements, you're re-educating your brain so it will never forget. So it's all about that.
I think nowadays a lot of us spend time not just on the chair, but we end up doing a lot of work, let's say sitting on the bed or maybe sitting on the sofa, which is not a firm hold. Bed is more to rest rather than to do your work, right? So that forces people to go unlike this because you don't have a good posture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Don't
it's
slump. Lie down and watch TV, but I would rather people do that than slump and watch TV,
yeah,
for example, because at least your spine is getting the break from gravity.
these are
And
some
that's
are
why,
some
you
very
know,
important points.
maybe kids might not know this. That's why you're taller in the morning. You wake up in the morning and you measure yourself, you'll say, I am taller by a few centimeters. Wow, I've grown taller. And by evening, you will have shrunk that much. That's because the discs in your spine are fluffed up with all the fluid after all the rest you take during the day. And as the day progresses, it's that fluffiness starts to reduce. You ask your dad or mom, when they sit in the car early in the morning, first thing heading to office, they always adjust your mirror. You drive your own car every day, so why do you have to adjust that? That's because you're taller in the morning, and by evening you're sitting in the same car you've sat, and you think, oh, I need to adjust that. Why do you do that? That's because your spine has shrunk. You've gone shorter during the day because it's just got tired.
Okay, go on, Pranav. Pranav, you want to ask a question?
Yeah. What happens if you've done extreme fitness and your back hurts?
It's not clear. Can you ask the question again?
What happens if you've done extreme fitness and your back hurts?
Well, there could be a few reasons, Pranav. Extreme fitness, for example, I think you mentioned about the HIIT, the HIIT training. If you call that as extreme fitness, for example, and your back hurts, you've probably strained a muscle, you've probably pulled a ligament, you've probably overdone something. That doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I shouldn't exercise because my back hurts. Yeah, I should, but take care. How did my pain start? Did I have a good warm up? Did I build up into it? Or did I just take my badminton racket and rush into the court and say, let's start playing a game without a warm up? So if you are getting pain after doing a specific program of exercise, Pranav, then probably revisit and say, when did the pain start? Oh yeah, I was doing the bear crawls in my HIIT program. That's where my back started to hurt. So then that comes into a bit more advanced. Why did it hurt? Maybe there are weaknesses, or pouches of weakness around your other systems. So maybe some muscles are overdoing to overcompensate for some muscles that are lazy or weak. But if your back hurts you, or anywhere in your body you have pain when you're exercising or after you're exercising, try and stop it and revisit and see, how did it start? Oh yeah, I was almost 3/4 into the exercise and then it started. Oh yeah, it hurts me here in my back. Okay, I'll just take care. Give it about 24-48 hours rest, see if it has calmed down, and then you can revisit. If you think it's not hurting, every time I do this particular class my back starts to hurt me, then that's where I come into the job to see what's happening.
Tehan, you want to ask a question? Tehan, you're raising it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to know what advice would you give to gain tolerance to lactic acid?
Sorry, go again, sweetheart.
What advice would you give to gain tolerance against lactic acid?
Can you hear that, Vijay? I couldn't.
Yeah, I think he was trying to say what advice could you give to avoid getting the lactic acid in your muscle? Isn't that clear? Is it?
Yeah.
It's just tolerance.
Yeah, tolerance for lactic acid. How can you get tolerance for lactic acid?
You can't. You can never build up a tolerance for lactic acid because that is a natural byproduct of muscle energy. Yeah. So every time a muscle pumps, the muscle lengthens, the muscle shortens. It lengthens, it shortens. It's a machine. The human body is a perfect machine, a perfect robotic machine, as you can put it in your terms. It works very synchronously. It works very beautifully. So every time, Tehan, our muscles work, it produces heat, it produces energy. Kinetic energy is produced by the muscles. As a byproduct of kinetic energy, you will end up with some amount of lactic acid, which is natural, it is physiological. But when that continues to stay in the muscle and does not get washed off into the bloodstream, That's where we land up with muscle injury, muscle pain, cramp, tightness, or even a muscle tear. So there are a few medical reasons why people land up with more muscle cramps and more muscle injuries. But if I would apply it to in your context, for example, you go running, you start playing five-a-side football when COVID ends and you absolutely go berserk because you're seeing your friends after so long, and you go crazy and you play for 2-3 hours. 2 days later, you think, oh, I'm even struggling to sit on my chair or sit on the toilet pot because my legs are hurting. That's normal. That's muscle soreness due to lactic acid. That's because you have done too much too soon. But for me and you to remember, we can't build a tolerance to lactic acid, but good hydration is the key. Yeah, and there is no thumb rule nowhere on planet Earth that you have to have 6 glasses or 8 glasses. It's absolutely wrong. Everybody's hydration levels are different. I like to drink 5 glasses of one big, I drink about 5 a day. I need it for my sanity. I'm used to it. Somebody might say, oh, I have a normal small steel glass. I have one during lunch, one breakfast, one dinner, and I'm okay. So it depends. But hydration is the first key to make sure your muscles are working to pristine condition without getting tired. Number one. Number two, Tehan, if you're a sporty person and you like some amount of sport, I'm still a bit old fashioned and traditional, and I always say have a good warm up, have a good cool down before you do sport and after you do sport. Rather than, as I just said few minutes ago, hold the badminton racket, run into court, play crazy games, land up with an injury and say, oh, I played badminton, I had injury. Yeah. So always make sure you're warming your body up, just awakening your brain, getting that adrenaline to kick in and telling your brain, come on, wake up guys, we need more oxygen to the lungs. Heart, come on, race up, we're going to get you to function more. So that's basically the idea behind warm up. So hydration helps in washing away all that. It's like a hose pipe, Tehan, when you have cleaned your garden and you have a hose pipe and you're washing off all the leaves. That's literally what the water does to the lactic acid in the muscles. Imagine a muscle and lots of Smarties stuck on it. Yeah. So you take a hose pipe and wash off all those Smarties, and that's the water which pushes off all the lactic acid away from the muscles. Good warm up, good cool down, and good exercise routine. Making sure you use all the muscles properly, regularly. Good fitness, basic fitness.
Thank you.
And one
Is
last
anyone?
one, stretching the muscles is usually good. A good stretching program to lengthen the muscles. The more nice and supple, it's like a chewing gum, Tan. You put a chewing gum and I say, give me a bite. You can break it and say, okay, take, here you go, half. But after you've chewed it well, can I ask you for a break? You'll just keep pulling it. You will never be, well, you can break it by really working hard, but the elasticity is better, isn't it? That's what muscles are. The more you stretch them, the more you use them efficiently, the more they become like those nice chewing gums. Otherwise, they are hard and tight.
Srinidhi, do you have a question? Srinidhi.
Yeah, is there like any one specific thing that you could do to prevent bad back posture?
Sit well.
Mm.
That is the key. Trust me, that is the key. There is no golden exercise, there's no golden tonic, there's nothing. Make sure just two things, Srinidhi. Sit well. At any cost, don't give in to lazy posture, poor posture, slumping. You won't feel it today, sweetheart. You will realize it 20 years later when you're a robotic genius and you'll have to sit in front of your computer for 4, 5, 6 hours non-stop. Your good posture will really help you. Good posture is the key, especially for your age. How old are you?
13.
13, yeah. So all the more important, your skeletal, your muscles are all racing up at a good speed to get you taller, to get you bigger. Your bones are growing at a very high intensity at this age to get you again doing all the things. Your hormones are playing. They're doing lots of good and crazy things in your body. So you could help them by sitting better, drinking plenty of fluid and taking frequent breaks.
Yeah.
Take lots, especially if you have exams coming up and you have to sit, you have to revise. Just tell yourself, good posture, put a reminder. Nowadays, Alexa is there, mobiles are there, or good old mums are there to nag all of us, isn't it? Just ask mom to keep nagging me and say, get up, get up. So that helps. Good posture, keep yourself well hydrated. Water is very important, and take frequent breaks. You'll never get back pain, and stay fit. Eat healthy and do some exercise.
Thank you.
Vivek, do you have a question?
Yes. How often do we have to take micro breaks if we're in front of a computer for the whole day?
Love that question. Yes, if you're sitting in front of the computer, I tell people to get up after every 25 to 30 minutes. It's
Yeah, and
literally
also,
get up off the chair, just stretch. It could be neck rotations, and this isn't standing. I'm just doing it in sitting. Get your bum off the chair. Just get up, do lots of these neck shoulder routines. Just walk to that end, come back, sit. It'll take you 10 seconds, but that's job done.
is that the most effective micro break, or is there any other more effective
Usually,
ones?
well, if you can do better than that, then you don't have any problems at all. But for somebody like maybe dad or mom who sits in front of the computer, who is constantly working, then probably for those people who are totally unaware, I logged on my computer at 9 and oh my God, it's already half 12. I haven't even realized where it was the last 3 hours have gone. For somebody like that who is totally into work, I usually tell. The evidence usually says once every 15 minutes. If I tell that, people will stop coming to me. So I have made up 30 minutes so that people think I'm good. Usually, so 20 to 30 minutes is what I tell people. Get up, move around, 10 seconds, literally 5 seconds, 2, 3 deep breaths, check, come back. Oh, look at my workspace. It's so untidy. Get that keyboard here, get the mouse here. Come on, off I go. Hardly takes you 10 seconds.
Aaron, do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Avani, Ted, Maya,
No.
Maya.
Aaron is like, my dad just said I sit with fetal position. Stop this. I need to go back.
Apurva, before we go, is it okay to share this video with first Lego League judges?
Yeah, sure. Please, absolutely. Yeah.
Vijay, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I think thank you so much, Apurva. I think along with kids, even adults, I think it's a bit of a refresher course even for us, given that we work for so
We
long.
all need reminders.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
pleasure.
thank you so much. Yeah, if you think there's anything else you would like to add, please send me a text message. I will share it with the team.
I will.
And the feedback that you shared, we will include that in our presentation, and we'll refer you as well.
Write it all up. If you need anything, just send me a
Yeah,
text.
we'll text. Yeah.
And
And
thanks for your time, Apurva.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. And I think the kids have learned a lot.
More than happy to help in any way. Happy to get involved. Just let me know. I'm here.
And
Thank you so much.
I think we all will keep you informed about the progress these kids are making, and they are really working hard along with their studies. They are doing all these projects. Is really encouraging. They're encouraging a lot of kids as well, indirectly and directly.
So new children can still join you, or is this?
Yeah. We have regularly. We have that, and I'll tell Shobana. Shobana has joined recently, and now I think we will send you the link as well.
Shobana.
Hi, Apurva. That was fantastic. That was really fantastic, eye-opening. So it was really a good, I will say, the good brushing for all of us and for the children. So from your point of view, I do have a question for Vivek and Venkat. The Vijay and Venkat, both of them. Like I think the project has 3 parts. One is the identification of the problem and how it is working once you have identified the problem. And I think the solution part, what solution means that definitely we do have a moral duties. The community, the community duties we do carry, whatever the inputs Apurva had given us now. In a bit of a punch, can we put in the skit or at the end of the video? Vijay?
Suggesting, Shobana, is we take a last 10 or 15 seconds of what Apurva mentioned, especially the key points.
Yeah, the key
and
points.
then add it to the skit, saying we hear from the expert.
Yeah.
And this is their view. Is it okay, Apurva? We just add 1 or 2 points from you. Just take it from this video, and then add that, saying what you mentioned. You go on, Venkat. Yeah.
Yeah, we can cut it and from the video, and we can join it.
Yeah. And if you don't mind,
but I also have another suggestion. One suggestion is that you can cut a bit of portion as an expert how how expert says that way, or as big, or else some other child, those who are acting as a doctor, can also summarize 1 or 2 or 3 more extra points.
Yes, we can add that. We can add that in a skit because we can't even 2 kids we can't join at the moment. That's probably not possible at the moment.
No, okay, then fine. You don't extend the skit. What you do at the end, because you have identified a problem, and with your apps you have shown that how you are how you have recognized the problem. One part is done, second part is done. I think we have a little bit of duties to show what should be done next.
Yes, we will add that bit, and yeah, sure. Even Vivek will record it, or one of the kid will record it, and then maybe Balan's kid, they have to, they can record it because it's the same household.
Yeah,
They can,
either it's Srinidhi or Aaron, just a close-up shot of them repeating the same point what Apurva was mentioning,
yeah,
as if they are talking to the audience, just
yeah.
2-3 lines, and then we can edit those those video clipping into our existing.
Yeah, sure. We will add that, and we'll make as one video and we'll send it out.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, thank you.
That was nice.
And also, I think what Apurva shared today was some brilliant insight. I think if it's okay, we can share this video with the wider CERC group and say, can you take a look when you have to, of course, it's an hour, but we can just ask other people, other parents, all to say that we got very good information from an expert and the back porcher. And in given today's time, it would be useful for them to watch this entire session.
Yes,
and there's a lot of information. It's useful to them as well in general. It's for everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And of course, when we learn something good for us, good for everyone, we must share it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's think about it. Yeah. I'll put that as a note. Okay.
So that Apurva, if she is agreed to that, we can actually post it to other groups and even our Facebook groups and everywhere, like a bit of, if someone can work a little bit of the video, like cutting and mixing and all this stuff, we must share it to the other people, because a lot of people, they may have suffered the same thing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So in the interest of time now, so thank you, Apurva. Thanks for your time. We will keep you posted. Yeah, we'll keep you posted about team's journey once they finish the competition. Please. And yeah, once again, children, do you all want to say thank you? Well done, Apurva. Thank you for your time. Really.
Yeah. To all of you, you've done an amazing job. So proud of you. Just best wishes.
Yes, exactly. Very good.